As final game for tonight, we have me against a Protoss, Nair. So I think that's everything covered for tonight. We got the Terran, we got the Protoss, and we got the Zerg. So ZvT, ZvP. He says U2, but when he says 2, he spells it like the number. That made me smile. So already off to a good start. A nice, polite guy. Nice and polite. Let's see what kind of game we'll have. Standard openings. My standard scout. I like to scout now. Scouting is muy importante. As you can see, I think I'm going to scout the correct position first. Always a good advantage. So I guess this is short position. I don't know. Yeah. That's pretty much shortest you can go. Not overlord. Redundant. Redundant, I say. I am supply blocked. No, I'm not. So we'll look at income. He's ahead. He gets more harvesters on one side than I do. And forge first. I've read the odd little article, little strategies and stuff. I think this is called forge first, fast expand. I can't be sure, but I'm gonna scout around and annoy the bollocks off this guy. Excuse the language, getting a spawning pool. Thinking of early zergling harass, but when I come back, you know, and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. When I first scouted, he had a forge. So that means early cannons. And taser gun be put to good use. Putting down 2 cannons. So rendering quite ineffective any early zergling harass. But I'm circling and I can see that, so I can save the harass. I can save my precious minerals. And probably McProbe scouting in the wrong mech direction. But he'll find it. There's me checking, what's that one? Oh, it's a pylon. Oh, better run before the cannon comes. And run back home. Usually when I do heavy scout micro, my macro fails horribly, so let's see how we're doing. Not too bad. Got some gas up, got some minerals. 2 one of them scouting. So I've got a 1 harvester advantage. And building another cannon. 2 pylons, 3 cannons? Oh, that one's powered by 2. That's a good idea. But yeah, I'm getting my gas up. Gonna do my usual. Oh, he can see now. I don't know if I did spot that probe, I remember. I turned back and I was like, uh-oh. Better run. When you hear the sirens coming. Sorry, production tab. I am expanding. And that should come as no surprise. If you are Zerg, you are building hatcheries as quickly and in as many as possible. You can survive 2 versus 1 base, but if it's 2 versus 2 base, you have to make a move. You're in big trouble. Big trouble. This guy obviously hasn't twigged my direction. He's scouting. I'd be suspicious if I got that far and saw no creep or anything. He hasn't properly scouted, admittedly. You have to go. There we go. Go on in. Have a peek. Nothing there? No. Get out. Get out of town, bro. Yeah, that late in the game, when he scouts, if I was there, I'd probably be expanded. And he'd see it there. So now he knows where I am. So off he trots. I'm building a lot of crap. 2 Evo chambers, 1 Roach Warren, 1 Queen. Upgrading to Lair. I've had a good time of it. I'm just spending my money. If only it were so easy to earn money. Build drones, harvest. Oh, those Zerglings should be able to kill that thing. There we go. I don't even remember doing this. Is he going to cancel? He did not cancel, I think. Units lost 2. What was the other unit he lost? I don't know. 150 seems to me like pylon plus Oh, he's building another pylon. What are you up to, you smartass? building. I am upgrading my troops. I don't have my troops yet, but when I do, they will be upgraded. But this sneaky bastard is going to wall me in. Oh, how I detest you, Mr. Protoss. But with that micro, his macro should suffer. Love those words. Micro, macro. I'm earning good money and I'm spending it as fast as I get it. That's always good. Getting pneumaticized carapace. I do like fast overlords. I can see here he tried to expand. He cancelled that nexus. I'm sorry I missed that. 4 Zerglings came up here, hit a pylon that was there, and the nexus was cancelled before we could let that complete and hit it. And you can see now there's only 1 Zergling left because I ran into that cannon wall. He's walled himself off. I think there's still access there. But you know what a wall off means? It means ventral sacks. So he's got his pylon built. I think I allowed that to complete deliberately. But I should have made some Zerglings. As you can see down here, there's I am walled in. I am walled in. And that's what I get for not scouting. I should have an overlord here. You would have seen everything happening. And that's my bad. Here I am. I take out probes, so I mean, it's looking good for me. 700 resources. Really? What did I kill? Wow, he's lost a lot of money. Man, I'm really curious as to what happened there. And obviously I can see this now. My queens decide that this is a rush too far. Luckily for me, he can't build on my creep, so that's what's saving me. I have a nice distance there. Thank God for that creep radius. That photon cannon's gonna do some harm. Well, I get the 2 queens on it. They'll get the job done. That Hydra's gonna be killed if he's not careful. That roach is certainly gonna be killed. Hydra down as well. So I lose a Hydra and a roach. That was losses I didn't need to incur. That was my bad. Queens have to get back into the kitchen. I mean, get back to injecting. I guess it's the Zerg equivalent of kitchen. I don't know if he's trying to build on creep there. Maybe he's just realizing now he can't build on creep, so he's gonna make sure I'm good and walled off. So, sad face from me. Not much you can do. Just take down those pylons. Take down that one. So he's losing a goodly amount of resources. This is cannon rushes are expensive. Let's see what's in his army tab. 0. So he's got no army because cannon rushes are expensive. I may repeat that once or twice more so you guys can fully understand. You see my micro is through the roof right now. Look at that APM. Up to 50. And that's 50 genuine micro. I don't do any of that APM spam. Look at him going. Look, clicking back and forth. Who does he think he is? The big stuff. Continuing to build Hydras, continuing to build the roaches. I need to get on my second upgrades. And I've been making a lot of mistakes in terms of upgrades lately. I'll explain it if I see it again. More Hydras, more roaches. Overlords ready to load up and move out. This probe hanging around being an absolute asshole. There we go. Here's the mistake I keep making. I've got 2 Evo chambers. As you can see, this one's not researching anything. And this one is researching one thing and has queued up another thing. Now, don't let that happen to you. I thought I had them hotkeyed to 9. You can see there at the bottom of the screen. So when I press 9, it should bring up the 2 evolution chambers. And then when I press AC, it'll build in 1 in each. Somehow I've managed to try and build 2 in 1. I don't know if I catch that. I remember spotting it, but I don't know how late it is. Let's check the army tab again. Still no army from him. He's 29 of 83. Even with that, his harvesters are so far behind. I'm earning lots of money. I'm beginning to see why this game ended so easily for me. Spoiler alert. Never mind. I'm starting up my drop load. Oh, there we go. Building some harvesters now, son. Yeah, there we go. Oh, he's building a lot too. So there, I have noticed it, but that's over half researched. That could have been over half researched too. I think they're the same length, yeah. So that was a bad mistake by me. I'll have to stop doing that in future. Sends the probe back after building another photon cannon, thinking that that's not a wall I can get by easily. Even if I just try and run by it, it's going to give me a lot of damage. And he's now getting a third, and it's already bad that I am 2 base versus 2 base. But it's going to be a lot worse when he gets a 3rd base up, and he's now caught up to me on harvesters. Is he building any army? He's gone straight to Stargate. Who needs zealots? Not me, he says. But still, Stargate only against a 3,500 army can be a bit iffy. Get my overlords ready. Getting an overseer out. Should I bring these guys as well? I don't know if you can see that. Oh, you can see my army. As long as he thinks my army's there, that is groovy with me. I left him there deliberately for that purpose. He didn't get any overseers, thankfully. Or whatever the Protoss version of them is called. But just in case, I had one built with me, and I had one covering my base. Nothing worse than invisible Protoss. I was actually afraid of Dark Templar bullshit. But luckily there was no Dark Templar bullshit. So he's got 2 Void Rays out. He's got money enough to build more, but still only 2 Void Rays. What's he building? More drone? There we go, 2 more Void Rays. They're not going to come out in time. This drop is doom worthy. So Overseers, that's how much faster they are than Overlords. Drop off a Changeling, have an else squiz, see what's going on. Don't get too close to the cannons because they know who we are. And here it is. Yes, I played a few games today, and I did drops in 4 out of 5 of the games. But damn, they're effective. 2-2 now, my army. Mopping up a forge. So that's Day Forge. Mopping up Stargates, his only unit producing buildings he had going. So that's Day Stargates. Taking out the Cybernetics core, he's going to have to tech back up to it. To take out that gateway, he's going to lose more tech. Now all he has to defend are cannons. And he can't build any more Stargates until he has gateways. So he's absolutely crippled. At this stage, I only know about the expansion. I haven't scouted up here. Oh, he's got 2 Voiders up there. Not that they would have done much against this army. And then I start to practice my cannon taking out skills. So I'm losing a fair few units, but you know, these static defenses not doing a huge amount of damage. 2 more cannons here. Not going to catch these probes. He's rightly run them away. Now here's the thing to remember when you select all your probes and run them away. There's always going to be 1 in gas. And those guys are left behind. Come out of the refinery, look around and say, where did everybody go? Where did they go? Why did they leave me? So, poor Nair here. Oh, gets nailed with a spine to the face. Nobody likes that. I leave a refinery there to ruminate on what has gone wrong. Bizarrely building another Nexus rather than reteching up extensively. Building a... what's the word? Fuck ton of cannons. He's got a nice little wall off there, but that doesn't mean anything really. Wall offs are good against Zerglings, but with ranged units I can just go, oh, that's cool, dude. I'll just come around here and hit all your probes. Where are his Void Rays gone? I am not knowing where his Void Rays are. Wow, expanded twice. He was floating a lot of minerals, and now I'm floating a lot of minerals. Can't build fast enough to keep up with it. So now I decide, you know what, I don't like walls. Walls are built to be broken down. We'll compare army tabs and then we'll just let you sit on that. 2 Void Rays against 29 Hydras, 18 Roaches, 17 Roaches, 16 Roaches, 15. But Roaches soaking up a lot of damage. What is their armor? They must have at least one armor. Yeah, they have one armor. Base armor. But with 2 armor upgrades, they're doing a lot. Yeah, they're 1 armor and 145 health, and that's good. And if you get their little burrow thing, they got the regen as well. That is good. As you see, he's making up probes. I think he has probes aplenty. Yeah, he's more than enough probes for 2 base. Because, oh wait, he no longer has more than enough probes. Bizarrely, when I took out this expansion that was being built, he rallied all these probes to my sneaky expansion, which I dropped out here. Yeah, just because I could. And now, army face-off. Is he building anything? He's not building an army. They're building robotics facilities, 4 of them. You can't afford to build off 4. Yeah, eventually he could, but right now that's just silly. Relatively strong opening, transitioned into some stupidity here. More cannons. You can't afford them. All these cannons. I mean, that's a nice pattern you're making. I can dig that. But what's that serve really? And then he leaves the game after I stumble upon his, I guess, hidden tech. Bizarre end to that game. It was pretty much over once I hit his main expansion, but he persisted in trying to rebuild. And I guess the lesson to drum in is you can't, there's no way you can come back like that. With the losses he made from that initial thing, you just can't come back. When you have to rebuild your tech, it's pointless. So while you're rebuilding tech, you have to realize that all the money that you're spending on building tech and more is being spent by the other guy building an army to ruffle stomp you. And that's pretty much what happened. Even off 3 base, look at the amount of minerals and Vespine I had. I didn't even need a huge army, but I had it. Yeah, because airdrops are surprisingly effective is the lesson here. And yeah, another probably toughest game, second toughest game of the day after Tristan won. But it was in, I don't know, official League 1, so I guess counts more.